everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Things are getting extremely ugly in the divorce between 90 Day Fiance stars Paul Jason Staehl and Karine as well. I am just floored at the most recent accusations. Paul filed some documents in court just the other day that were obtained by theblast.com, where he claims that Karine had once put glass in his food in an attempt to kill him or something. I don't know, but the whole thing is just mind-numbing. Take a look at what he said. This is a direct quote. "I previously found glass in my food. I found similar glass shards in an item that she broke." But that's not all. He's also claiming that Karine has some friends who have threatened him to never see his son again if he didn't pay them a whopping $10,000. I don't know what it is that he is talking about. He says that they've been calling him ever since the separation has been announced, threatening to come to his home and off him. He'll never see his son again if he doesn't send them $10,000. I hate to tell people that I don't believe something, but this just sounds so freaking far-fetched. It's not even funny. It doesn't seem in Karine's character at all to associate with anybody like this, and I just don't believe it. I truly don't. Paul, has always been a very strange, questionable character, in his criminal history shows that off too. So I feel like this is just him doing whatever he can to make it so that Karine is ruled an unfit mother so that he can have sole custody of their son, Pierre. If you recall, Karine levied her own allegations against Paul, where she claimed that he had, assaulted her multiple times, held her in the house against her will. There's a CPS investigation against him as well because she claimed that he was drinking around their child, etc., etc. So it really, to me, truly feels like these two are just mudslinging at each other in an effort to have sole custody of this child. And it's just so sad to see the accusations being thrown around. If any of this is false, then shame on whoever would make up some of the things that that they're saying about each other. And if it's true, then that is just horrific to even imagine. These things are just so wild and out there that I'm just literally speechless. I don't know what to say. This was going on in your relationship this entire time. My heart breaks to hear this sort of thing. Paul also claimed in his filing that Karine allows their son Pierre to, quote, run in the streets and get into chemical cabinets. See, this is where I don't really understand. You are both parents of this child. You were living at the same home with this child, so you are just as much responsible as she is for this, for chemical cabinets being within reach of a child, that Pierre's age. Why would a chemical cabinet be accessible to him? Whatever chemicals you have should not be on a cabinet that is ground level for a child. If it is, it should have a safety lock that the child could not access. So that's on both of you. Why would it not be higher up? I feel like you are kind of dragging yourself a little bit with this too, mister. You lived in that home, you should put your foot down about where chemicals are stored in a home that you are, I don't want to say an owner because they don't own it, but a co-renter of. By the way, sorry, I just want to back up and re-explain something. I said that Karine got a CPS investigation open on Paul for drinking around the child. That's not true. I reversed them. It was actually Paul who had called and gotten the investigation started against Karine. Honestly, this to me seems like a case of, the American spouses in 90 Day Fiance playing dirty per usual. They treat their spouses like property. This is why I always say, importing. It's not to disrespect the spouse. It's just to say this is the way that the Americans feel about their fiancés and their, husbands and wives, that they're their property. And as soon as, they do something that the American spouse doesn't like, they start, ruining their lives to get them out of the country. And this is what it seems like is happening in this situation as well. Remember, Paul has a very long criminal history of arson and other stuff like that, domestic violence situations with other women. So it's not too far-fetched to believe that he hasn't changed and that he has been terrorizing Karine throughout the duration of their relationship. We have seen video evidence of this based on stuff that Paul puts out himself forcing her to film cameos and other stuff when she doesn't want to, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm just thoroughly disgusted by what is going on here, and I'm just so shocked at the extent of the claims that he is levying against his soon-to-be ex-wife. You guys, do you believe that Karine actually tried to put glass in Paul's food? Let me know, like, is that too outlandish, or is it one of those things where stranger things have happened? Do you also believe him that she's got like these cartel friends who are constantly calling him and threatening him that he'll never see their son again if he doesn't like give them $10,000, they'll off him, all this other mess? Where are the receipts, Paul? You post receipts of, you know, the police coming to the house and you saying that Karine was cheating on you. No proof of the actual cheating, but like, you know, your claims of it. So where are the voicemails and the receipts about these people repeatedly calling you for $10,000 in exchange for your son? Leave all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we will chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.